these seats are mint though. So we're gonna have to make this quick. We're not exactly legal here. No power steering. Jesus Christ. Tires are almost flat on this damn thing. Oh Lord, let's get this thing apart. All right guys, I think we got to do it. I think we got to take the Donor Fox down the road for one last drive before we pull the engine transmission out of this thing. I don't know how much gas is in it, but let's take her down the road. Let's see if she'll spin a tire too. Who knows? Look at this. This is what you have to do whenever you don't have a top. Oh yeah, this thing is awesome, guys. Oh, it stinks in there. Oh, it stinks so bad inside. We'll just slide this up out of the way here. Yeah, that'll work. Peel this back. I hope it doesn't rain on us. Oh, also, there were some parts back here too. I think just some relays, TFI module, seems like a idle air control. Yeah, idle air control down there, and a few other things. So a few other little interior pieces. So that's kind of cool. Hey, I'm not going to fuss over extra parts, so that's really cool. I think what they were trying to do, they were trying to trace down the problems with the car, you know, the skip that it had. So there's a bunch of new parts on this thing, believe it or not. I just poured water all down my shoes. Like I said, I think they were just trying to chase down the issue with it. So, you know, they put a lot of extra parts on it. And hey, that's a win for us, right? This thing's got a new mass air meter. It's got one new injector. It's got a new TPS sensor. It's got a new idle air control. So a bunch of new stuff. We're gonna get her cleaned up. Trust me guys, she's gonna look pretty good whenever we're done. Now the timing is not set on this car. I kind of just set it by ear, so it's not really the best, but it'll work. Look at this, guys. So for those of you who are asking about, you know, parts for this car, guys, trust me, whenever I tell you this thing is rotted out, it's rotted out. Like, there's very few parts on this thing that are worth a crap. But look at that though, man, you gotta love it. Oil pressure, I don't know if that's accurate, but it is a manual gauge. So hey, whatever, right? Oh man, this thing's great. I almost wish I could just keep it and have it as like just like a beat around, like knock around car, you know, just to beat on. But we can't do that. This thing's got to give its life to the other car. So hope we don't run out of gas. I put like 3 gallons in it on the way home the night that we got it. So this thing is rough. So we're gonna have to make this quick. We're not exactly legal here. No power steering. So we're not exactly legal, but look how good it shifts. Well, you can't hear it, I'm sure, for all the rattling over here. And these seats are mint though. I've got a neat little trick coming for this, guys. We're gonna get rid of this unsightly thing. I think you're gonna like it. I ordered the parts today. I adjusted the TV cable on the car also to try to make it shift a little later, and I haven't put a gauge on it yet. We'll do that whenever we get it in the Calypso Clone and actually set it correctly. All right guys, here we go. What the hell? I don't know what that was up there. Oh my God, this thing is, oh Jesus, get me out of this thing. All right, we're gonna just, you know what? We're just gonna go full send right here. She'll do a burnout. She's not, God, hold on. She's not running the best, but hey, it's got enough power to do a burnout, so you know what? I'm happy with that. We'll get all the little bugs sorted out of it once we get it in the Calypso Clone. Jesus Christ. I can hear the rocks and shit flipping up in the back there. So, but you know what? Overall, this is exactly what we needed. Like I said, it's not perfect. It doesn't run perfect, but it does run pretty good. I think the cable needs to be adjusted a little more, and obviously it needs an actual tune-up. Probably needs a fuel filter, stuff like that. So we'll address all of that once we get it in the other car. But oh Lord, this thing is a beast to try to turn. Hey, it made some smoke though, right? Yeah, God. The tires are almost flat on this damn thing. Ooh, 2 pussycats. Oh Lord, let's get this thing parked. Well guys, that's probably one of the last rides that we will take in the Donor Fox. So yeah, it is what it is. Like I told you though, that's really exactly what we need. All right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this tarp back on the car. Then let's go around to the garage, look at the Calypso Clone, talk about it. There's a few other things I want to cover also. See you in a minute. All right, so before we get up here to the garage, I'm gonna go ahead and warn you ahead of time. This thing is a mess. My garage is trashed, but ain't nobody got time for all that. There's really no difference between the last time you saw it and right now. The only thing I did was wash the car and pull it in. Now in this lighting right here, this color is absolutely beautiful. It is popping, but on camera, it's not. It looks really dull, washed out. That's the crazy thing about this color. It's just, it's all over the place. I actually have to pull the quarter windows back out because I did not buff the car very good right up through there. Now I don't know if you can see it on camera, but right up through there it's a little dry, and up top it's dry also. Now I know I told you guys that the Wizards really doesn't have any fillers and stuff in it. I guess they all have some fillers, but Wizards is really good about usually showing you the finished product whenever you're done. But after I washed the car, the roof did show up. Now granted, that was the last thing that I did, and I probably rushed that job. So because of that, now the quarter windows have to come back out. I was only going to take the passenger side out simply because I need to completely restore that thing. You know, I kind of did a half-assed job for you guys to just show you how I went about doing it. So that had to come back out anyway, but now they both have to come out because got to buff the car. You can see the reflection down the side of the car, so everything looks really good. I'm pleased with the way it turned out. It could probably use one more buffing. Just go back over it again with the foam pad. You know, no major deformation in the panels or anything. Now you will notice right here on the door it's sunk in a little bit. That's just because we don't have the weather stripping in, so it should line up pretty good once it's all said and done. We'll just have to see. But yeah, I'm happy with it guys, I really am. So I've not put any trim on it yet, and the reason why is because I wanted to make sure I was 100% done buffing before I put the trim on, and obviously I'm not. So I'm glad that I didn't do that, because all that would really need to come back off to do a correct buff job. Man, you can really see it right here. It's rough. Okay, well, definitely got to go back over a few things with the car, and now you can start to see where the trim really needs to be completely restored. You can start to see some shiny spots and some dull spots. Now with the trim black sprayed on it, it'll all be pretty uniform, but hey, we'll go ahead, touch this thing up, make it look a lot better. The other side I'm going to leave it like it is, just spray it with trim black so that it matches, and we'll be good to go. But I do have a little surprise for you guys. I'll tell you what, I'll throw up 2 pictures right here and let you guys look at it, and you know what, you can make your own assumptions. Most of you guys will know exactly what it is that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go for that kind of stealth look. The whole like AOD look down there, just it's not for me. So we're going to fix that. Now I will tell you guys, I have been thinking very seriously about keeping the AOD in this car and doing a stall converter, like a valve body in the car. We'll just have to see how all that works out. I'm not sure just yet, but you know, I wanted to go with an on-3 turbo kit at some point, or a supercharger, something like that, and the automatic would really make sense. Plus, I've got 2 manual cars as it is. I know a lot of you are not going to want to hear the fact that we're talking about leaving an AOD in it, but it would also be fun to build up an AOD on the channel. Help some of the AOD guys out, because I don't know a lot about them. So I'd like to get a little knowledge on that so that I can help guys out that have AODs also. Alright guys, so if you will, please stick around for this portion of the video. Don't click off of it. I want to help out my fellow Foxbody brothers. So, you know what? I posted on Instagram earlier today. If you had a Foxbody YouTube channel, to post it up. Now, this was earlier today, so there's not been a lot of people probably see this yet, but sorry, I did the best I could on it, and I probably could have waited a little longer before I did this. So what I'm gonna do right now is shout out some fellow Foxbody channels. A lot of these are brand new. A lot of them have been around for a while. But I want you guys to please at least take the time and click on these channels. And the reason why is because how will we ever know what they have to offer if we don't give them a chance? Guys, you gave me a chance. Give these guys a chance. This is the least I can do for you guys that are supporting me. If you have a Foxbody channel and you're just getting started, it's hard to get off the ground. It really is. A shout out can make all the difference in the world. I want you guys to think of it this way. Think of it as a business, right? And I'm advertising for you. So I'm speaking to you guys that have a YouTube channel. So you got to think of it this way. So I'm going to advertise for you. I'm going to give you a shout out. And I'm going to send people to your store, to your storefront. You got a big sign up and it's saying, hey, come in guys. I've got great content. I've got great products, whatever the case may be. And I'm going to send them to you. They're going to find your store and they're going to walk in. What are they going to find when they walk in? Are they going to find good products? Are they going to find good content? Or are they just going to hit the door and walk right back out? You have to separate yourself from everybody else. It's not saying that you can't also do a budget channel or you can't also do higher end stuff, but you need to set yourself apart from other people. So think about that, guys. If you had an influx of viewers but nobody stuck around, then there might need to be a change made on your channel. So there you go. That's my tip for the day. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and shout a few people out. Here we go. T-Top Tommy on YouTube. Now, granted, some of these channels I have not had a chance to look at. I don't know a lot about, so I'll tell you if I've looked at them, and if I haven't, I'll just put the name up there. So, T-Top Tommy on YouTube. Next Gen Car Guys. Now look, I've watched a couple of their videos. Guys, I'm impressed. They even went out and bought a brand new GoPro. They stepped their video game up right off the bat, so they're pretty serious about this, and I've got to give them some respect. I like what they're doing. They're doing a 3-valve swap in an 82 Mustang right now. And guys, we need to be on there motivating them. It's hard to stay motivated when you're putting content out there and nobody's watching it. So, hey, let's go over there, give them a look, give them a thumbs up, and hopefully some of you will stick around. Next up is the Fox Chamber. I do not know anything about the Fox Chamber, but he also has an Instagram account. So if you don't mind, go ahead and check him out. Now, Bowtie Killer 87. We met in Tennessee, and man, I'm telling you what, they have some knowledge. Him and I think it's his stepdad, I think that's right, have some serious knowledge on these Foxbodies, guys. Like, they're the ones that brought the Foxbody. If you saw one of my videos or Foxcast video from Ford Takeover, they had the Foxbody on the trailer completely stripped down. It's an original 1K Fox, and he wants to restore it. He's going to obviously paint it back to 1K, and man, this thing it's going to be sweet, guys. They've had to do a lot of work to it, and they have a lot of knowledge about the little ins and outs on these Foxbodies that I don't have that knowledge. But there are people out there that do, so please go over there and check them out. They bust their ass, they work hard all the time, and he's doing really good on the content. All right, next up is Demon Fox 5.0. Also know him. I'm telling you guys, he's got a nice Fox body. This guy is somewhat of a perfectionist, the way he does things. I'm telling you, he's down to earth. You guys will be able to relate to him. You'll like what he does. By all means, please go check out Demon Fox 5.0. The One Stop Pony Shop, I also do know him. He just sprayed his car too. By the way, dude, you did an excellent job on the car. He sprayed it like a hot rod black, and it looks really good. So I'm impressed with that. He's also the one that put together the $100 mod challenge. So if you guys get a chance, please go check him out. Too Late, I Won. I like this. That was slick. It took me a second, but I got it. Too Late, I Won. Don't really have a lot of info. It says right here he has a 85 4i that he's going to put a video up this week about. So if you guys don't mind to go over and check him out, it's a really cool name. I like that, being creative. And next up is Drew B Sync or Drew B's Inc. Not sure exactly how that's pronounced or how you want me to pronounce it, but he has a YouTube channel, a Foxbody YouTube channel, and also an Instagram. So I've not checked his channel out yet, but if you guys don't mind, go check him out as well. Also, check out Hick House. I don't have any info on that channel, but there you go, guys. If you don't mind, go check him out as well. And I want to give a shout out or two to Stang Domination. So they're not into the whole all over Instagram and Facebook and stuff, from what I can tell. These guys are busting their ass. I think they're out in California. I may be wrong, but I know a lot of you guys already know who Stang Domination is. Man, why these guys don't have more subscribers is beyond me. It blows my freaking mind. Go check out Stang Domination right now. I mean, they're killing it, man. They're out there doing more work than what I'm doing and they have very good information. They got good tips, good tricks, and they make shit work, and they do it right when they make it work. So please, by all means, go check them out. I hate to see someone bust their ass and all this hard work go unnoticed. It's a good channel. You'll enjoy it. Go check them out. I hope you guys understand. It's just me helping my fellow Foxbody brothers out and sisters, or whatever the case may be. This is just me giving back. You give to me, I'm gonna give back to you where I can. So I should have been doing this a long time ago, and I'm gonna do more of it. If you don't like the content, give them some constructive criticism. Don't troll them, don't be negative. Just go there. If you don't like what you see, and it's really that bad, then give them some constructive criticism. Help them out. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they are completely unaware. Also, I wanted to mention the fact that I'm not very active on Instagram anymore, and I'm not answering a lot of questions. So in the past, I've always prided myself on being able to answer your questions and communicating with everybody through Instagram. Obviously, there's a lot more questions coming in as we grow, and I would love to answer all of your questions. I can't, and it's so hard, you know, because I don't want to pick and choose. So I sat down today, and it took me 4 hours to reply to everybody. Don't get me wrong, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great. I was excited every time somebody replied back. Really, really awesome stuff you guys were talking about, you know, sharing pictures with me of your cars, you know, how I've inspired you, and you're painting your own cars, you're building your own cars. I talked to a combat vet. As a matter of fact, I told you I was gonna have a beer for you. Sorry, I don't have a beer, but if I did, it would be for you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for everything that you've done. And guys, look, these conversations do matter to me. I enjoy them, but it takes a lot out of my day. If I'm not videoing, I'm editing. If I'm not editing, I'm in the house spending time with the kids. If I'm not doing that, I'm at work. You guys know, I mean, you do the same thing that I do. But this YouTube channel does make it a little harder, so I don't have a lot of extra time. You know me by now. You know I want to talk to you guys, and I want to have an open dialogue with you, but sometimes it just can't be that way. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Starting hopefully this weekend, we're going to be pulling the engine out of the donor Fox and putting it in this car right here. I just don't want to wear you guys out with footage of the Calypso Clone sitting like it is. I kind of want to save a little bit of that footage for you guys until, you know, we get it on the ground, we get the engine in it. I don't want you tired of looking at this car before we can even really get this thing on the ground. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And as always, thanks for watching.